This is the 5:30 news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Jay is off tonight. A shooting and pursuit in Busby led to an overnight standoff. Police made several arrests after forcing the suspects out of a home with gas. Multiple law enforcement agencies came together to end that incident peacefully. Q2's Asia Gore spoke with authorities to bring us those details. Asia.
Jeanelle, the Yellowstone County Sheriff's Office tells us the incident began with a shooting in Busby sometime before 10 last night. We're told one person was injured, but we do not know the victim's condition. Law enforcement from the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene, which then led to a pursuit. That pursuit took authorities to a home about 3 miles west of Busby. The Yellowstone County Sheriff's Office tactical team was called in to assist. The team deployed pepper spray, forcing the suspects out of the house. Authorities detained 2 males and 2 females before 4 a.m. today. We're told officers did not fire their weapons. The suspects' names were not released, and it's unclear what led to the shooting. Jeanelle?
Thanks so much, Asia. Big Timber authorities say they've spent the last 6 days searching for a Bozeman area man who fled from law enforcement during an attempted traffic stop last week. The Sweetgrass County Sheriff's Office responded Friday to the Gray Cliff area for a report of an erratic driver. Now, the driver, identified as 28-year-old Bryce Arneson, reportedly drove through private property and fences in an attempt to elude the deputy. Authorities began searching for Arneson that night, but called off the search due to weather conditions. They started up again around 7 Saturday morning with a K-9 unit. Now, law enforcement did find Arneson's vehicle, but have yet to locate him. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Sweetgrass County Sheriff's Office. Now onto the weather scene. It doesn't even resemble spring out there. Bob McGuire, we picked up more snow overnight, and we are not even done.
Certainly is not the case. We picked up a couple of inches of snow last night, and take a look at this. Later tonight, probably sometime around 8 o'clock, we're getting a lot more starting to move in. It's going to stick around off and on throughout the evening, and then maybe by tomorrow morning, about 10:37 or so, it may start to finally start fading away. By the rest of Friday night, the whole thing is totally out of here. So the computer models are all starting to come together, and they're all starting to agree on how much snow we might get. It looks like we're going to get maybe right around 4 inches of snow. Now, if we do get 4 inches of snow, that'll take us from our third snowiest winter spot here at 95 inches and give us 4 more inches, give us 99 inches, put us square right in the middle of spot number 2. So it's been a long, snowy winter. A lot of people are upset about it. Our own Connor Pregitzer was out in the front parking lot today on Facebook Live, and they were talking about how people are just dealing with all the snow and the long winter. Connor.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah, we were out there a little bit earlier while that snow was still coming down, just chatting about the winter, how it's dragging on into what should be spring for us. Jenny was out there with us. We're trying to make the best of this cold and snowy start to April, and we're talking to our viewers, asking you guys to chime in, tell us what you're doing to beat this cold and just how it's making you feel. We had Susan chime in. She said she's ready just not to deal with the ice anymore. Susan, I couldn't agree with you more. Sarah said she was cleaning, staying warm, got a roast in the crock pot. Well, Joe said he expects to be camping this time of year. Now, Chris had to say it's hard to get motivated to do anything, and I gotta agree with you, Chris. It is tough when it's snowy outside to get yourself going. Sharon, with a very important point here that the moisture is creating very tough conditions for our Montana ranchers, especially those with young livestock. Now, Harry pointed out that it was 63 and clear in Arizona this morning. Now, Harry, I don't think any of us here in Montana needed to hear that one, but albeit a little bit cold here right now, we are lucky that it's not 1955. Jeanelle has more on that.
That's right, Connor. 1955 brought quite the snowstorm to this area. In fact, that storm reigned as a record holder for a number of years. Take a look. The blizzard lasted from April 2nd to April 5th and blanketed the city in 42 inches of snow. 39 inches of that fell in just 2 days. Now, the snow essentially closed the city and collapsed roofs on 3 downtown businesses. But the 1955 blizzard wasn't the only April oddity. 2 of the other worst storms happened in 1917 and 1941. As of today, this recent storm marks the 3rd snowiest winter in Billings history, but we could move up by the end of the weekend. Energy leaders from around the area met with Congressman Greg Gianforte today to talk about the issues facing their industry. Now, the discussion primarily focused on what changes can be made to make things run more smoothly. One topic, cutting back what they called unnecessary overregulation by the federal government. Todd O'Hare from Cloud Peak Energy said the permitting process alone to dig on federal land can take 10 to 15 years. Now that's time that companies just don't have. In addition, the cost is all but running business out of the state, which everyone agreed is not good for Montanans.
Let's work in partnership to get the common objective, to maintain the quality of life we have in Montana with the quality of jobs we're talking about. Because the jobs, whether it be oil and gas or coal, these people are looking at with benefits over $100,000 a year. That's big money in Montana. Those are the kind of job we need, and we need those kind of jobs if we're going to keep our kids at home.
What we want to do is keep those jobs where they're at in Montana. We have 3 properties, 2 of which are like that, and 1 is over the rail facility. We want to keep those jobs in Montana. That's what's important to us.
Now, we also asked that group if we can continue to produce coal, oil, and gas while protecting the environment, and the answer was a resounding yes. We have a correction to a story we brought you Wednesday on the Upper Badlands Wind Development Project near Glendive. We had reported that the project would generate $28 million a year over the next 10 years. Actually, the project could generate $28 million over the entire next 10 years. A federal court ruling gives the second green light to a water project near Glendive. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals says the construction of a new dam, including a new fish bypass, can move forward. The dam along the lower Yellowstone River provides water to more than 58,000 acres of farmland. At issue is an effort by the conservation group Defenders of Wildlife. It claims the bypass will hurt the wild pallid sturgeon. The Ninth Circuit overruled federal Judge Brian Morris out of Great Falls, who blocked construction. Another hearing in the case is scheduled for April 19th in Great Falls. The economic impact of irrigation on eastern Montana is valued at more than $54 million, and 5 communities rely on the Yellowstone for drinking water. Well, Butte is known as the Festival City, but the future of one of its major summer events is up in the air. MTN's John Amy tells us how this loss could impact Butte's economy.
Just how big of an economic impact do Butte summer festivals have on local businesses?
A couple have told me it's better than Christmas for them. That I don't know if they would say that they rely on it for their business, but they sure like it when they're here. Butte's
Montana Folk Festival will return this summer, and so will the Henry Raw Irish Festival. But the future of Butte's Evil Knievel Days Festival, well, that's in doubt. Some fear it will leave a big economic hole in Butte summer.
Because their attendance is, I'd say, between 50 to 75,000 people consistently. A whole different audience and a wonderful impact on the local community and the local economy as well. But it's a great event.
Some uptown businesses appreciate the influx of people the festivals bring to town.
The festivals bring a lot of people into town. A lot of them find their way to our store. They have leisure time to shop, and it's a real boost for business.
Butte summer festivals are not only just good for the bars and the restaurants in town. Some say that the attention it brings to the mining city from people outside have a lasting economic impact into the future.
It excites people about Butte. You see people come, never been here before. The next thing you know, they're buying a building. You know, in the last 5 years, I've really seen a new growth of new people move into Butte, and they're young. You know, they're younger people want to do something.
But if they want to attend Evil Knievel Days this summer, they may be disappointed. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
Thanks, John. Now, organizers of Evil Knievel Days haven't officially said the festival will not happen this year, but John tells us they need another $200,000 to pull it off. Coming up on tonight's 5:30 News, these dogs may not be big, but don't tell them that. Find out why one rancher calls them lifesavers. And later in sports, Scott checks in with Billings golfer Sean Benson, who may be your top player in the Frontier Conference.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire and sports with Scott Green. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.